Hi guys. Today we're making a moisturizer. Sometimes a particular DIY stands out from the rest. Surprisingly enough, I think this is my favorite DIY I've ever done. I really thought that there was no way that a bunch of household ingredients could turn into something even close to the consistency of a moisturizer, but it did. I'm gonna quit talking and we're gonna do this. We're gonna start off with a list of the ingredients you need to gather. First up, aloe vera gel. No, you can't use a plant. I'm sorry. Sounds cool. Everywhere I found this recipe, I've looked at the comment section and everyone says it's a no-go. So get the aloe vera gel. Next, you're gonna need beeswax. Though I do have this in like a block formation of beeswax, I would definitely recommend ordering the pellets of this. It just makes life a lot easier, and it's probably not too safe to cut up beeswax. Next, you just need some sweet almond oil. Coconut oil, just like in pretty much every DIY ever. Finally, you just need some essential oil, and this is totally up to you. I personally really like rose and peppermint, so that's what I have around. I'm gonna mix the two because I'm wild. You're also gonna need a blender. You could use a hand blender or you can use a normal blender. I found the best luck with a hand blender, and you're gonna have to rig up some sort of double boiler. Maybe you have one around because you're a fancy lady or gentleman. I do not, so I just rig a double boiler by putting a measuring cup in boiling water. You'll see. You're also gonna need something to put your moisturizer in once you're done. Now just grab your heat safe jar. I like to use a measuring cup because it's got a handle. Anything that can sustain high temperature will do the trick. Put 4 tablespoons of beeswax, a 1/4 cup of almond oil, and a 1/4 cup of coconut oil into this jar. Now put this jar into your boiling water. Stir until it's melted. This actually took about 10 minutes for me because I had those large chunks of beeswax. Take this over to your blender or some sort of cup if you're gonna use a hand blender and pour it in. Now this takes about an hour to cool, and believe me, it's really important that you let this cool. Otherwise, nothing will combine well and you will have wasted all of your time and ingredients. So now that you've let that cool, you shall be rewarded for your patience. We're almost done. Take your aloe and measure out 1 cup. Next, just drop in some essential oil. The recipe says about 10 drops, but I probably went up near 15. If you have a really strong essential oil, play it cool, guys. I have made the mistake of over pepperminting lots of DIYs, and I have learned my lesson. Sniff as you go. Now comes the fun part. I swear, this is so much fun. You're gonna take your cooled down beeswax mixture. If you're using a hand blender, you're probably gonna need to break the beeswax mixture up. Just do that with a knife or a spoon. Now slowly add in the aloe vera as you have your blender running. You're going to see this completely transform into a cream before your eyes. And I really wasn't expecting this. You wanna know what I was expecting? A mess. A total disaster mess. But you guys, it turns into a cream and my mind is blown. Now just blend and blend and blend and blend until everything is combined and it's almost a whipped cream texture, or you know, a lotion. This takes a bit of work. It's not hard work or anything, but you have to continuously blend for like 10 minutes. Otherwise, you're gonna have almost slime mixed with chunks of lotion, and no, ew, why would you want that? Okay, now all that's left to do is put your moisturizer into a container. Grab one of these spatula things, and just trust me, this stuff doesn't pour. Now, I just want to say that I've actually been using this every single night, predominantly as a night cream because it is pretty heavy and oily, as you can probably imagine from the various oils in it. Here, I'm going to try to show you the texture of this. It's quite rich and thick, but it's light and it's just the most beautiful moisturizer. The one thing is, if you can see that sheen, that's probably not something you'd want under your makeup. So that's just something I wanted to tell you. I really honestly thought there was no way I was actually going to use this. I just thought that I was gonna test this out for you and report back that it was like not really worth it. I've used this so much I can't even believe it. I absolutely love this moisturizer. It's also an amazing body butter, and since you wind up with so much product from this mixture, I put it into kind of 2 jars, one for a body butter and one for my face. Whenever I do DIYs on here, I get questions about how long the final product will last, like what's the shelf life of it, and I never quite know what to tell you because it's difficult, especially when you're using so many different organic ingredients. The best advice I can give you is the shelf life of coconut oil is 18 months to 2 years. If it starts smelling funky or even just different, just remake it. You'll find that it's actually a very easy thing to make. If you do have any questions, I'd love to try my best to answer them for you, so feel free to comment down below with them. Really, if you guys try this, I'd really love to know what you think. If you want me to test a DIY out, and you don't really want to go through the hassle of it, I get you, I'll do it. Just ask me if there are any DIYs that you want somebody else to try for you on camera before you go out and, you know, go through the hassle. I'll do it for you, so just let me know. If you'd like to, please subscribe and give this thumb of videos up. Okay, I'll see you soon. Bye!